Ooh, clean dab. Stop being. I'm back. Hey guys, I'm back here with another What's in My Camera Bag 2020, and I want to show you guys what's in my camera bag, but I'm a little blind, so. So, I feel like a lot of people probably wonder what camera I actually use. So I actually still use my old faithful Canon Rebel T3i to film and shoot all the pictures that is on my Instagram right now. If you're not following me, collision_photography on Instagram. But this is my old faithful, and honestly this is the only camera I still have besides my C100, and I'm filming on the C200 right now. This is my first time not having a lens on it in such a long time, so it's so weird to see the model of the camera when there's like nothing on it. So this is my camera bag. This is the Canon something camera bag. I have no idea if there's like a number or a model to this backpack. I personally love this. I think this is great for anyone who's starting out in photography. Literally every photographer I know, especially male photographer, has this bag, so I always feel like one of the boys when I wear it. But honestly, this carries everything I need and more. And the cool thing about this is it has these two side string, like side straps, and this is actually where you would put your tripod on. I've only used this like once or twice. I don't always really need to carry a tripod with me, but I do love my monopod, so that's in my car. I definitely would show you guys what my monopod looks like, because it's also a tripod, so it's pretty cool. Sorry if I'm talking fast. Low-key paranoid that someone's going to interrupt me, because everyone's starting to come home now. I'm not with it. Also, I hope everyone's staying safe during this like self-isolating time, but if you got the time, make videos, make TikToks, paint, do whatever you like to do, now is the time. I have no classes today, so this is just the perfect day to get content and to also film this so I can upload my blog post. So we're doing it. So yeah, this is my Canon bag. So it has, I guess, 3 compartments. This is the compartment where I put my jacket in, my Adidas jacket, because it's literally made out of nothing, so you can just squish it in there. This is my other first compartment, which has all my miscellaneous things. Second one just has SD card pockets and holders and things like that, and then the last one is probably where you guys want to see the most, which is where I keep my camera and the lenses and just all that really cool stuff. And I'll show you guys what's in there. So I'll just show you guys the makeup of the bag as well. Boom! Got my notebook in there. Also have this Nikon. This is such an old model Nikon, but this is what I used to use before I had my Canon Rebel T3i or just any type of camera. This was literally old faithful, and then I put a crack in it when I was in California years back, and I be clumsy. It has these 2 pouches, and then this part is really cool because this is where you keep the SD cards. So that's always so cool. You can fit up to like 9 SD cards in here, to be honest. Highlighter, pencil, pen. What else is in here? Peanut butter crackers. Honestly, watch my blog post to actually see how I took pictures of all these compartments. It was so fun. And then the last compartment has nothing in it because I'm taking everything out. Looks like this. So as you can see, you can fit a lot in here. You can actually fit 2 camera models in here. I've done that before. I've fit my C100 and Canon Rebel T3i in here. Don't ask me how I did that, but it does hold 2 cameras. This is where I usually put my external flash. These zipper pouches are really cool because you can put like, this is where I put my CDs, and what else do I put in here? I think that's about it. And it also contains pockets where I can put my water bottle in, so I also like that there's 2 of those. I actually have a scrunchie. Let's proceed. So like I said, my first compartment literally has miscellaneous things in it, so I'm going to show you guys everything that's in here. We got gloves. I'm on the northeast coast. They smell bomb, by the way. I don't like when my hands are freezing. Like, I'll be warm everywhere else, but once my hands are freezing, I'm like ready to go inside. Like, I'm over it. And shooting with frozen hands is never, it's just never fun. And if you're getting paid to do a shoot, you should always have gloves on you, because I promise you, when your hands are like freezing, you're gonna give up and be like, I don't care how much I'm getting paid, I need to go home. Some headphones, some spare ones. This is just a charger port. You can charge an Android and iPhone on here, so that I can put it in my portable charger. I gotta carry this with me because my iPhone 6s has horrible battery life, and it's time to change my phone, and I still haven't done it yet. I know. Definitely hand sanitizer. I was about this life before everything that's going on. You should always have hand sanitizer with you, because I do a lot of outdoor shoots, and outdoors is never it'd be nasty, so you want to just sanitize your hands for sure. Vaseline. Because, you know, gotta moisturize them lips. And Japanese cherry blossom, and then I got mints in there. I'm not gonna take those out because, like, that's irrelevant. Now we're gonna get into the last compartment, because I feel like that's the part that everybody wants to kind of know and get the tea. So this is the zoom lens pretty much, and a really good starter zoom lens, and I love it. I use this when I want close-ups. I've used this on weddings, and it just gives you a nice range. I just love that I can zoom out and zoom in as I please. And this was my favorite. This actually was my least favorite lens, and then as I got better doing photography, it became my favorite. But now it's definitely become the middle child, because now I have some cooler lenses that I really like. The kit lens, I don't use this lens. I don't think anybody uses the kit lens, and I should have actually been using this a lot more before I got a 50mm, just because this is an 18-55, but everyone sells this lens. Like, the best advice I can give anybody who's gonna get a camera is, like, for real, don't get the kit lens. Just buy the body and the camera body only, so that you can just save up that money that you would have spent on the kit lens on another lens. Like, for example, the 50. The 50 is like the cheapest and like the best lens you can get as a beginner photographer, just in general. So that's the best advice I'll give y'all. That's the tea. I still carry the 18-55 with me because I just do. I have the space in my bag, and it's not like it weighs an arm and a leg, so I just bring it with me. So my favorite lens, this is the 50mm lens. This just goes so far. This is how you get the blurred depth of field going on, the background, you get that shallowy DOF, and it's just amazing. Honestly, this was definitely my favorite for like the past 2 years, and it still is, but it definitely ties with the 24. I would show you guys the 24 right now, but I'm kind of stupid because I usually film with the 35 that my film teacher made me borrow for a bit, and guess what I'm shooting on instead? 24. But you know why? Because the 24 has autofocus button and his 35 doesn't. But the 24 is really just like this, but half the size, so it's flatter than this. And the 24 is pretty much your wide angle lens, and I love a wide angle lens because you can manipulate how people look, features. You can pretty much go close up if you want to get closer, but I always have the wide angle lens on my Canon Rebel T3i because it weighs less, and I love starting off with that lens when I'm doing photo shoots. But also, you think like, oh, it's wide, I don't want to use this, like I'm only shooting one person, it's not like I'm shooting nature. But I promise you, a wide angle lens can literally make a photo shoot 10 times better sometimes. Promise. The LCD screen is upside down, so it's hard for me to even tell if I'm actually making sense right now, but I never do, so it's fine. So gotta show you guys my external flash. I have, again, all my equipment is very basic. I think a lot of people think you need all the highest tech stuff, the best lens, the best this. No. A lot of the times the photographer does make the photo, okay? So just trust in what you have. Start off little, because I always say you want to work your way to the top. You never want to just get everything to the top. You got to work your way. Start with whatever resources you have and build. Like, for real, just build. Okay, enough with my motivational talk. But this is my external flash. So it looks like. And if you flip it like this, it's pretty cool. That's where the light and flash comes out, but you can also like flip it put this down if you want to, I guess, diffuse the light a little bit. Pull out this white part if you want to do some like white balance, have the light bouncing a certain way when you're taking pictures. Sometimes I play with this, but usually I'm not always confident in what I'm doing with it. But if I kind of want the lights to bounce, I will put this up and kind of see what it's gonna do. Put on the end of your camera, specifically with the zoom lens, so it goes like this. And this is supposed to definitely prevent you from maybe like the superness of sun and also dirt, depending on if you're shooting on a beach or whatever. That's why I like to use it. But I really like to use this for aesthetic reasons. I really think it's more of an aesthetic than it is a protector, because no matter what, sun still comes through this, stuff still goes through this, so it's kind of like, what's the purpose? But I feel like for me, especially when I was starting out, I would always, maybe that's why I like this lens the most when I started, because I felt like this was the only, it just came with this attachment, and I just feel like it made me look more legit and more to like take seriously. Does that make sense? I don't know. CDs so that I can play with, you know, the rainbow, the prism, all of that jazz. A mini CD, because sometimes the CD would be so big I couldn't like press, you know, I couldn't take the picture and hold it. So when it's smaller, you can kind of do a little bit more and still be able to hold your camera while trying to get that whole colory, prismy effect going on. I also had these light up shades, and these were mainly this was my external flash when I went to DC last year, because I left it at home. Well, I actually left it at my friend's place, so this was how I got extra light. Because guess what, you guys? I went to a DC meetup at night with no external flash. The last thing is honestly this LED light kit, which I'm just too lazy to take out the bag because I don't even use it. But it's one of those like cheap, squarey light kits you can use. Actually, I'll take it out because it's pretty cool. And what I love about this is that it has these two magnetic filters. There's the clear one, and then this one really diffuses the light a lot. And they're magnetic, so you just stick them on. I'll stick both of them on, but yeah, you would just stick it on and then the light would go. This is a very bright light, like it is very bright. Sometimes I have, not sometimes, I always have spares of these batteries in my camera bag as well, so I just wanted to show that real quick. And that was honestly it for what's in my camera bag 2020. It's actually not as much things as you guys probably thought, and I'm happy that it's not. I love that bag, by the way. It's just super strong and durable, and it never makes me feel like I have a backpack on. Like I'm not, like I can go hours in the city and I'm not in pain, and that's what's important, because I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm getting more back pain. Like, why? I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think my T3i sure did, because it finally got a break from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the weirdness of this video, the random lighting going on, the randomness, and just in general, just dealing with my Dutch angle, because I know, literally I'm talking right now upside down because that's how the screen is displaying. So we love the C200. But shout out to my film professor for giving me all that equipment to use, especially because we're on quarantine, so he's not getting it until we go back. Which maybe never. No, but for real, have a good one. Stay clean, stay safe, always stay sanitary. Even when this is gone, y'all better wash y'all hands. And see you guys for the next video. Bye!